Hey everybody, this is JD Gaming back today with a very special opening for you guys. Today we are taking a look at not one, not two, not three, but four of the OCG's original Rarity Collection. Now, if you guys have seen the Rarity Collection 2, kind of that black and red box before, you guys may remember how awesome of a set this was. This is essentially OCG's version of what ended up becoming for us Battles of Legend, Shadows in Valhalla, and a bunch of other really cool sets that ended up coming this year and gave us a bunch of reprints we never expected. This is, of course, the original version. Japan got this, I think, in their 15th anniversary year for Yu-Gi-Oh! To give you perspective, that's like 5 years ago, because it's 20th anniversary season now. Korea, though, decided to go in backwards order. So we finally got this thing. I decided to go ahead and buy a bunch of these because there are some really cool ultimate rares in here. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and crack all four of these on camera for you guys, and we'll see what awesome things we can pull. The cool thing about the Rarity Collection is, as the name implies, it is all about celebrating rarities in Yu-Gi-Oh! So it has here holographic rare, potentially a Blue Eyes White Dragon, as essentially a ghost rare, which is really cool. Extra secret rare, I don't remember what card that is or cards, but there are a few of those, I believe. Ultimate rares, ultra rare, super rare, and secret rare. The only thing is, I think it's like you get a handful of supers and then one higher rarity. Maybe in the Korean version you get all supers, but nonetheless, like, to give you an idea, Korean packs, these are $2 a piece. That's it. So yeah, we got every pack has 4 cards in it. There is 15 packs per box, so we have a whopping 60 of these things. And let's jump right into this. This is more of like it's kind of like Duelist Saga in a way, since it's supposed to be an anniversary style pack. I'm only gonna cut one of these, by the way, just so I could keep the packaging. But yeah, so kind of a good mix of different series, and I think there will be something fun for everyone to be had in here. Right off the bat, we have Instant Fusion as a super rare, which looks very nice. I like that. We got Mizuki. I love this thing. And we got Gagaga Cowboy. Didn't even know. I don't know what's in this set, so it's kind of cool. And Archlord Christia. So it looks like in the Korean version here, we don't have any like guaranteed, you know, anything. So it looks like supers are guaranteed at the lowest end because everything's a foil, but we don't know what else is coming. So it's going to be kind of fun seeing how this all turns out. Got Max C as a super. Great, considering I sold all mine when it got banned, and now I'll be able to play my Korean ones if I decide to play OCG, or if that ends up coming back. We got, I believe this is the Selection, a counter trap from the Duelist Genesis. Got, Noah's Ark going on here with all the pairs of animals. Got Summoner Monk, and this is interesting. It's like Summon Priest Summoner Monk or something. He has a title in the OCG, and ooh, I like that. Straight from 5Gs, from Jack Atlas himself, we have the Crimson Blader in Secret Rare, which is gorgeous. I'm definitely going to put that over here. I don't know what the ratios are, by the way, guys. Based on the first Rarity Collection, I think you got 1 secret rare, maybe 2. I think it was 2 per box. With, my guess is, take that, with a grain of salt. I only opened a handful of boxes, and although this is the total amount, the same number of boxes as before. Ooh, don't want to destroy these cards in here. I do believe it's somewhere around 2 cards, 2 secret rares per box. Maybe it ends up becoming one of them sometimes if you're unlucky. We got Masked Chameleon, love that card. Fiendish Chain, man, just nostalgic cards here. We have Elemental Hero Prisman, which is of course Prisma, and ultra rare Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand, an amazing card. Man, guys, this is like the era that I played in college. This is the era that was just like the closest I ever got to playing competitively, like when I went to locals frequently and did all this stuff. So man, this is a huge blast from the past. We got Crane, one of my favorite cards of all time. Played it in Psychics forever. I didn't even know this was in here. Vanity's Emptiness. This thing is not banned in OCG, believe it or not. It's also called Vanity Space, which technically speaking, space is emptiness, so I get that. We got Debris Dragon, nice, Yusei, and ultra rare Compulsory Evacuation Device. So we'll go ahead, actually we'll move the ultras here, secret here, that way we have room for, special rarities over there. But so far, so good. As we get more and more into this, it's going to be, kind of a bunch of repeats. Oh, I think we got an ultimate here. We got Dark Cymorg, funny card. 𝗪𝗔𝗪𝗔. Like, I didn't know it was in this set, so it's just a blast seeing all these fun cards. Tour Guide from the Underworld with Maxi in here as well. If we just get Rescue Rabbit and Hanzo, that's pretty much that tin, right? And ultra rare version of this. Actually looks really cool with the pattern. I don't know how visible it is on camera, so we'll do like a zoomed in close-up at the end, a recap. But this is Rank Up Magic. What is this called? Astral Force is this one. So pretty cool. More collectible than anything else, but I mean, I like using the rank up magic cards for the Utopia, the S0, the 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, so pretty interesting. I might use that guy. We have 𝗖𝗢𝗧 of Lightsworn's, I believe Lightsworn Archer. Cyber End Dragon is a super rare. That looks cool. I remember that was a promo in like the Strike of Neos. Got Dark Lord Superbia, and Breakthrough Skill, very, very popular card back from Cosmo Blazer. So really cool to see that get the ultra treatment in the OCG as well. Because I believe OCG originally had it as a super, maybe as a common even. Coach Soldier Wolfbark. Man, this is just nostalgia here, guys. 𝗪𝗓𝗓 the Sea Dragon. We have 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗧 of the Dark Lords. And ultra rare Formula Synchron. This looks kind of like the German advent calendars. Not the new one they have right now, but kind of like the old school advent calendars. So, man, this is looking real fine. I'm liking how this is going, guys. This is a good way to spend my Friday. If anyone's wondering, I'm actually recording this. Hey, there we go, Rescue Rabbit. So this is the tin right here. Gaga Cowboy. Yeah, this is pretty much, I just got off work. This is Black Friday. Oh, man, Secret Rare Allure of Darkness. That's sick. I'm going to play this one for sure. But yeah, you know, I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving and everything. Just some brainstorming as to like how the channel is going to go forward. And I think this is a good way, you know, of continuing things. And I think you're going to like what's to come. We have Mizuki, the Selection, Summon Priest, and ultra rare Tech Genesis Hyper Librarian. This is really cool. I have a Japanese one that came in the jump, but I think I like this one even more because I can actually read Korean. I can't read Japanese, so pretty cool there. And just the nostalgia, guys. I love the Synchro era, the beginning of the Xyz era as well, so this is great. Reprints, I'll just go through. And Lavalval Chain, nice. We ended up getting that as a Gold Series 2 reprint in our Premium Gold Return of the Bling, I believe. And so that's pretty cool to see. We got Summoner's Art in OCG Super, Crane, Vanity's Emptiness, and Debris Dragon. Like, even the reprints, I can't be mad at, because these are cards that I remember playing against or playing myself in a competitive setting, or semi-competitive, you know, local setting. So, really nice. Got another tour guide, got another Felgrand. I think that's the first duplicate of our foils, like our high-level foils right now. So pretty good. I believe we got most of the foils we're expecting. You get one ultimate per box, typically, a couple secrets, and then I don't know how many ultras we got, but, you know, we got what we got. And ultra rare Compulse, so another one there. That's another duplicate, but especially considering how great that card was back in this time frame, this is a really cool thing to see. Got Coach Soldier Wolfbark, the Soul Selection, 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗧, and another Breakthrough Skill. Can never be mad with those. And, you know, we're starting to expect some duplicates as things go on, so we'll go ahead and crack up, open the rest. Oh, Anti-Spell Fragrance is new. Got this, and another Lavalval Chain, not a bad reprint at all. So I'm actually just going to go ahead right into the next box, and we're going to just go ahead and continue right along. So this is box number 2, packs number, what is this, 16 through 30 here. Man, this is just like a dream come true set. Like, this is, hey, remember like your Prime days? We're doing that again. We got Allure of Darkness, Mizuki, Summon Priest here. I just think it's so funny that, like, you know, they'll tweak the names because of religious reasons or anything else. It's like, dude, you're Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you really think you're gonna offend some people? We got another secret rare Crimson Blader here, so maybe it's one of the more common secrets. I don't know, but again, I don't know what's in this set. I think Trishula might be in this set, because I remember that was in the Japanese version. We got a Crane, 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓 again. Love that. Got this, and another Felgrand. Not bad. I think that makes a play set of those, so hopefully not too many more of those. I'm fine getting play sets of everything in Korean, so, you know, we'll go up to that. Got another Cowboy, another Tour Guide, another Compulse, and yeah, reason I get OCG stuff is, I said before, I do read Korean, but on top of that, it's just like, lately I'm not even playing in competitive events, so I figured, you know, I can read Korean. This is a special thing for me to do. Hey, Infernity Archfiend, and there we go. That's the card I wanted. Monster Reborn in glorious ultimate rare. Oh my gosh, this card is the reason I wanted to buy 4 of these to make sure I pull this thing. Man, this is just so cool. So OCG in Japan has its own artwork. Korea, even though it's still OCG, they get international artwork, and that's specifically why I wanted this version in particular. So go beyond the fact that I have Korean heritage and I can read it. I wanted this card. That's why I got this box, and man, we ended up pulling our Monster Reborn. So definitely stick around for the recap at the end of this video if you want to see all these cards in close-up HD, 4K goodness. So yeah, this is really cool. Breakthrough skill. I want more Max C's now that I think about it, because I don't know. I personally feel like Yu-Gi-Oh's gotten to the point where everything's crazy, but Max C just being in the game makes people plan around it and build around it. So I feel like it's important. Formula Synchron here. If it's true, Max C can sack, especially if you happen to have it and you've already built a board and your opponent can no longer fight back. But oh, sweet. I actually am not mad about the secret rare duplicate, because we got another secret rare Allure of Darkness, which is just really, really cool. I don't believe that's gotten that print in the TCG yet, so that's really cool. Maxi, there we go. So yeah, I personally think if it's 3 or 0, I'd rather have 3 at this point until they come up with a better solution and slow the game down in some way. So that's personally just my thoughts. Another Hyper Librarian. Hey, I love that. And I like how we're still seeing some new cards along the way here, like that Monster Reborn. We got another Evolvable Chain. We're getting some duplicates, though. That's kind of what it was. So even though I opened, I think it was 1 box of Rarity Collection 2 on my channel, I ended up opening like 4, maybe 5 of them total. So, there's a bunch of stuff I opened off camera that ended up, just being duplicates and stuff. So this time, looking at it, this is the first time I'm opening this on the channel and in general. But yeah, we're starting to see some duplicates. Still love it though, because again, it's like, imagine pulling just like from, it's not quite my childhood because I played since the beginning of the game essentially, but I mean, this set is just so nostalgic. We have another Archfiend, we got another Compulse. So I personally don't mind the duplicates. And of course, if you want to skip, you can go ahead and check out the recap at the end where we'll go through it and show everything in detail. But I think, there's some fun to be had opening the random packs and seeing, oh, what's going to happen, right? But at the same time, with 60 of these packs, I got to kind of hustle so that we can actually see if we can get anything really cool. So overall, big wins in that set, I think. In that pack, we got a second Allure Secret and a Monster Reborn, the card I was aiming for. Let's see if in this next box we could pull Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. I believe, again, it's in this set. I don't know for a fact. But if you're thinking of, like, Synchro era, we got Formula Synchron, Hyper Librarian, 5Ds cards. I'd be shocked if Trishula's not in here. Oh, we got a super rare 10 key, so that looks nice. Mizuki, Gagaga, and Christia is the name of that card again. And not even not even like a new card we've seen. Maxi, there's my place set, so that's really cool. We got here, oh boy, that is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. Within the parallel like cross secret, you have like the normal English secret rare pattern going, and it's going opposite. Man, I'm gonna show this thing close up in a bit as well. Like, it's just so sparkly and kind of like a nuanced thing. The foils have different levels of luster or like shininess, reflectiveness, if you will. This is like really bright and shiny, you can tell. It's very different from, the Allure of Darkness below it. So I really like that instant fusion. Probably going to play that thing. We have a copy of Felgrand. And let's see, Crane, Space, Dragon, and another one of these Compulses. So yeah, it's like, that's why you open packs, right? Or watch pack openings. It's because we have, everything's pretty much expected until all of a sudden, our mind gets blown with the ultimate rare, Stardust. What is this one card? Starlight Road. Ultimate rare. This looks really, really cool. And we never got that as an ultimate rare in the TCG, so I'll take that. As long as we start not getting duplicates. There's one more spot for an ultimate rare. I still want that ghost rare, yo. I think it comes independent of any of the rarities, but I don't know. Just because I've actually never seen it. Based on the pattern here, I mean, it may take up a secret rare slot. I doubt they'd take over the ultimate just to give us that, though. That seems kind of dumb. And we got another Formula Synchron. Can't be disappointed with that. It's funny, because in Korean, they don't have an F sound, so it actually says Formula. It says Formula Synchron. So it's kind of funny. It's different from Japanese, where everything would be like broken up completely to like Formula Synchron. Maybe that sounds really similar. I don't know. Oh man, I didn't even know this is in here, but I am an absolute fan of Naturia, Beast, and Barkion. These were 2 of the reasons I got so hooked on Synchro Monsters. And to see this card, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And again, it's like the brighter kind of foils. I just love that. We still got another, you know, half box here-ish, and then another box there. Oh man, guys, I'm just... Can you feel the excitement? It's palpable here, guys. I can't even talk anymore because I'm just too excited. All right, we got some more and more, and the 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛 chain, never a bad thing. I don't think that card can come back just based on its effects, but maybe mechanistically. I mean, Xyz monsters are so kind of slow. Oh, Book of Moon is a super. That's kind of nice to see. Didn't even know that was in this set. And so maybe it'll one day come back, you know, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛. I don't know. I personally think it's too OP effect-wise. But again, maybe summoning conditions will get so slow against the Link monsters that it's viable. I don't know. We got another 𝗪𝗪𝗡. That pack felt like we've seen it a few times. Like the whole thing was deja vu there. So kind of interesting. We got another 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛. We got on these and these and these. Yeah, we're just going to save some time, you know, fast forward things here a bit. And just, you know, hit the brakes when we see something new here. So this looks like we're closing in on this pack. Instant Fusion and Barkion. Man, oh man, that's awesome. We got another 𝗪𝗪𝗡 and another 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗛 chain. So we are down now to the fourth and final box of the Rarity Collection. Can we pull Trishula in this one? Or maybe a Blue Eyes White Dragon Ghost Rares, you know? That'd be really cool. I don't think, I think it gets the original artwork too, so it's not like our, you know, gold ghost version where we got like the stone tablet. And total silence because I pulled it in the first pack of this box. Right as I was talking about it. Oh my gosh, this card is so gorgeous. And they stamped, I don't know if you could see that or not, they stamped the level stars and attributes. So since they stopped giving us ghost rares in TCG, I didn't know how they did it in OCG. But I guess starting with Code of the Duelist, they embossed that foil. So, oh my gosh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I ended up spending, I think it was like, they marked up the boxes to like almost $40 on these. So total is somewhere around 120 bucks. But realistically, in terms of just the sheer enjoyment I am having out of this set, I can't complain. Like this, oh my gosh. This is just so cool. I really hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm just being a loser over here like, oh my gosh, Yu-Gi-Ohs. But, man, this is just really, really cool to see all this stuff. And we chug along. Don't forget to stick around again at the end of the video because, you know, it's been so long since I said it. I got to say it again. I'm going to do a recap of everything so you'll be able to see that ghost rare, the secrets, the ultimates, all those cards in their glorious, zoomed in 4K deliciousness. So you're going to be able to see all those and enjoy them for the aesthetics. And the reason I do that, I mean, I know it takes more, like, file size, it takes more time and all that stuff, but I mean, like, I've always loved just looking at Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid. Like, I'm an artistic person, very aesthetic person, so I like seeing these things and caring about all that stuff. So Barkion is a super. That's really nice. I don't think we've ever had a super in TCG. So yeah, we got some good stuff here. I like that Barkion. The super Barkion on top of the secret Barkion is pretty good. I like that. These are not opening the same way as the others, so they're... Forgive me for it being difficult. This box is just packaged differently, it feels. Hyper Librarian, never a bad card to have. Maybe one day it'll come back to 3. Honestly, maybe it's because we don't have Needle Fiber here, although that card's degenerate in its own ways. When I was originally playing around with Hyper Librarian in Link era, I decided, like, for the most part, maybe I have to revisit it because now there are more Link monsters. It's kind of difficult to get out multiple Hyper Librarians and actually continue drawing off of the effect because you need 2 Librarians out and then one more guy to summon to actually draw. And so I don't know if 3 cards is, I don't really think 3 Librarians is broken right now. Got Formula Synchron to go off with it. Yeah, honestly, going for Librarian, going for Formula, drawing 2, and then going to synchro that up to something seems better these days, if you're even able to set that up. We got an ultimate rare in this pack, boys. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no. It's another key. Oh, well. I had fun with the ultimate rares. I got my Monster Reborn. That's all I wanted. I got the Blue Eyes. That was the other card I was hoping for, but not really expecting. So, regardless of whatever we pull, guys, we've already won. You know, this is like, oh, happy day. We got everything that we could have ever asked for. Anything else is just greedy at this point. Let's just reflect on the fact that we've enjoyed things, be thankful in the spirit of the holidays, and let's just finish up this opening nice and strong with a Trishula, right? Because that's how this goes, right? If I could get this one open, man, I'm destroying this pack. I don't want to destroy the cards though. Oh boy. Yeah, usually, so the way you open the OCG packs, as you saw in the beginning part of the video, is you pull on that little pull tab, but this one was really hard to do. So we got the cards out, and oh boy, yet another really cool card. Secret Rare Hyper Librarian. Nice, nice, nice. And so far, based on the Ultimate being in that pack, I think the Blue Eyes counts as a secret in this set. So with Hyper Librarian, I'm pretty sure we've gotten all of our secrets for this set, unless we're lucky and it just took a super rare slot. That'd be a pretty awesome thing for Konami of Korea to do for us, to, you know, just turn one of the super rares into a ghost rare, and we still get the secrets, but I'm not expecting it. We got a Lavalval chain, especially based on, you know, where we get the supers. We got the secrets fairly early, rather. Not super. Vajrayana, that's funny. Vajurana, Randa, I guess is what they call it in Korean. Anyway, but yeah, based on, you know, when we had pulled the secret rares in the other packs, it was fairly early on, kind of like we got the Blue Eyes at the very beginning of this box, so I'm not expecting another high rarity card, maybe an ultra, but you know, those seem to be duplicated to no end like that. So yeah, wow, the pack surprised me even more. Like, I don't even care if I don't have the Trishula. There's some other Trishulas that I pulled recently in the Korean version that I very much like. I don't know if that video's up yet. I don't believe it is, but I mean, you'll be able to see that. Got Max C, got all this stuff here, and a Compulse. So I'll be right back with a quick recap. Alright, so it's time for my favorite part of all these videos, to do a nice close-up gallery of these cards at our leisure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go one by one. So there were a lot of duplicates in this. Interestingly, a lot of the same numbers for the corresponding paired cards, as I'll talk about as I go through here. So I'll just show one of each of these just so you guys can see them. But this is our Cyber End Dragon, again with the artwork from the Strike of Neo Special Edition in TCG. Then we have over here a 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗪, one of my favorite cards of all time, so I really love seeing this as a super rare. We got Dragunity Knight. In Korean, it's called Vajrayana, which is different from Vajrayana that we call it. And then we have Naturia Barkion, which makes me wonder, is Naturia Beast maybe like a higher rarity special card in this set? I think in Japan they had any card could be any rarity or something. Not exactly sure on that, but I know the Korean one, they were a little more specific. The high rarities are kind of stuck that way. With the secret rares being potential, you know, other versions of things. So like ultimate rares are stuck as ultimate rares, as an example. We got 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 and 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓. So like as an example there, we pulled equal amounts of 𝗪𝗓𝗓𝗓 and 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, and at least for the supers, you know, we seem to have, you know, just 2 fusion monsters, 2 synchro monsters as far as I saw. That's why I'm not sure if Beast is in here, and then 2 𝗪𝗍 monsters. Then the effect monsters are kind of fillers, so there wasn't like a ton of other than, you know, lots of duplicates. There wasn't like a pattern to how many of each we pulled. There were some that were fewer though. We got Debris Dragon here, we got Elemental Hero Prisman, which is of course Prisma in TCG. We got that Summon Priest, Summon Sorceress, or not Summon Sorceress, sorry, Summon, this is a Summoner Monk here in TCG. We got our Archlord Christia, followed by Dark Lord Asmodeus, and Superbia. Interestingly, we didn't get, I forget what the third card is of the series that we, you know, we ended up getting in our Legendary Collection GX, but didn't end up getting any of those. So pretty interesting. Then we have our Infernity Archfiend. Nothing in Infernities is limited in OCG except, I believe, Launcher, the spell card, which they call Infernity Gun. That's the only thing. Everything else is at 3. So imagine their format over there, right? Where they have 3 of the Archfiend, 3 of the Barrier, and it's just, they don't even play them all that much, which is crazy. We got here Tour Guide from the Underworld, very iconic card from this time, and this one is actually called Death Guide, Leaving Hell, or Leaving the Dead World, Going Towards the Living World, which is pretty interesting for a name. Then we got Mizuki, which for some reason is called Maduge, or Madugi. I'm not sure exactly why it's called that. There's probably some lore reason that I'm not familiar with, because I'm not familiar with Korean versions of Japanese lore. Then we have here Rescue Rabbit, and my god, that version looks so cool. It's so shiny. I am definitely gonna very strongly considering these. I know I have an Italian and a German one, and I really love those, but This one just looks so nice. I don't know. I might have to go and run these. Oops, I accidentally picked up a few of these. I got the wrong stack, I guess. I got the stack that has one of each of these. So we're just going to continue, guys. No biggie here, right? We're going to go with, we have Coach Soldier Wolfbark at 1. Then we have our stack of Felis's, you know, the Light Sworns. I remember when this card first came out in Duelist Alliance, and that was like a crazy fun thing to deal with. I was wondering why this stack got pretty big. I'm not going to bother redoing it. You know, just enjoy what it is. Go with the flow. We got our Cymorg here, Dark Cymorg. Got our Crane. There we go. Now we're going towards, you know, what I'm supposed to. We got our 1 Mass Chameleon. This card was a lot of fun. Tuner monster that can bring back a monster with 0 defense, so it can combo nicely with like Brilliant Fusion, let's say, to bring back Gem Knight Garnet, or Silent Psychic Wizard with a 0 defense monster as well. So lots of interesting things. You can go for Black Rose pretty easily with it. Got Max G, and the funny thing is, G is part of, if you think of like Gokabor, or there's actually an OCG new archetype of cockroach monsters coming. G, you know, Goki means part of Gokabor. It's like a cockroach, so Gokiburi is the Japanese word, I believe. So that's why it's, you know, Max G in Japan, and then Korea just keeps the OCG conventions, therefore they call it Max G. But very cool card. I hope one day we do see this card at 3, if anything, in the TCG. But, you know, it is what it is. We have Summoner's Art. Looks very nice. Instant Fusion looks very crisp and clean, and I really like that card. We got Allure of Darkness. Very nice. It feels a lot smoother, you know, glossier. You could see there, just higher quality paper and material than our super, you know, reprints. So I really like this. Got Book of Moon. This reminds me of back in the day, the Champion Pack version. So only hold 1 of these. Interesting that they only gave 1. We got 10 Key, and yeah, this card I remember being a big thing as well, because Fire Fists were huge. Interestingly, no more Fire Fist cards other than we got Wolfbark in here, and I think that's pretty much it for them. We got here Vanity Space again. Interesting thing is, normally his body is in here, but they didn't want him to look naked, like he was like flashing or something, and that's why they went and censored it in the international artwork, which again, Korea has, just like the rest of the world. Japan had his body in there, and they removed it. We got Fiendish Chain here. Back in the day, this card was so hard to get. It was not reprinted until like Legendary Collection, I think. Actually, no, Legendary Collection 5Ds made it a secret, but I think that was after like the 6 Sam structure deck printed as a common. Regardless, it was a very hard super rare to come by and very expensive for what it was, so pretty interesting that it's here. We have Anti-Spell Fragrance, always a great card, and we also have the Selection, which is an interesting thing. It has some negation effect, but I don't remember exactly quite what it does, so it is what it is. We'll just leave that there. And now to go through the high rarity stuff here. So we have TG Hyper Librarian, and in case you're wondering, the TG in English there, under there, it actually says 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Actually, it says genus, which is interesting. Actually, yeah, it would be genus, because it would be like genus, you know, domain kingdom, what is it? Order class. You know, the Do Kings play cards on fat green stools. You guys know from like bio class or whatever. But, you know, TG Hyper Librarian, exactly as it is in English. We have Formula Synchron here. Then we got our Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. An interesting thing to note, the Synchros, I believe we pulled 4 of each of them, but it's an equivalent number, just like before. And we got same thing, same numbers of each of the Xyz monsters. So we got, I think, 4 or 8, I don't remember, of the Felgrands. I think it was 8. And then equal amount of the Lavalval chain as well. And this card just looks so much nicer than a gold version. Like, I'm sorry, the gold looks okay, I guess, for Xyz monsters, but Ultra looks so much cooler. It's cleaner, right? We got Breakthrough Skill, plenty of these. Interestingly, no Ultra spells that I pulled anyway. And we got an equal number of Compulses. I think we got something like 8 of each of these as well. Something like that. I don't know. I may be totally wrong, but equal numbers for sure, which was just very curious. All the Ultras paired up perfectly like that. And then we got, for our higher rarities, for Secret Rare, we got Natria Barkion, and man, I just love this card. So I am very happy to have pulled this one. No disappointment there. And another one, Hyper Librarian. This thing is just so crisp and clean. I love the Secret Rare English version, but I just love the OCG, you know, parallel Secret Rare style. It just strongly reminds me of the old promos from video games in North America. It's just, this is what I grew up with, you know, so I love seeing this rarity. instant fusion, and this is probably the shiniest card that we got today, just in terms of look at those sparkles, right? Like, man, that's cool. We ended up getting 2 copies, not just 1, but 2 of the Crimson Blader, and so, you know, I just put the 2 of them together here, and one is a bit shinier than the other, it feels like in person. I don't know if it comes up on camera, but the one on the left feels a little brighter, and then the one on the right seems a little dimmer almost. It's like darker print or something, but I like the vivid colors on this one. Then we got here 2 copies of Allure of Darkness, and it's kind of interesting because normally this is just supposed to be total darkness, but now it looks like a universe filled with stars. Again, a rarity we don't have in the TCG, so very much like seeing this. It's just such a unique thing to be able to see the card in this rarity, isn't it? And then we have here ultimate rare version of Starlight Road. This card was nuts back in the day, you know, making it so you had to second guess yourself and decide, do I really want a torrential, or if I want to play Heavy Storm, or, you know, Black Rose or whatever. So this card was really, really cool. I like this. Got not 1 but 2 copies of Rank Up Magic, Rum, you know, Astral Force. So the key to victory right here, folks. We got 2 of those. Monster Reborn. This was, again, the reason I wanted to get this set, because Ultimate Rare Monster Reborn just does not exist with this artwork in any other language, I believe, because TCG doesn't have one, and Japan's Ultimate Rares do not have this artwork, I believe. So very, very special card. I will definitely be using this one so I can stock my LOB one back in the collection. This one is just so gorgeous. It was literally the reason I wanted to get it. But of course, icing on the cake here, we ended up getting unexpectedly. I wasn't expecting this just because of how rare this card is. We got a copy of Blue Eyes White Dragon, the original, you know, engine of destruction here. So shiny. I just want to show that glare because of, you know, it's a cool effect on a ghost, right? Like, look at that. That's all gone here. And yeah, this is the fabled Blue Eyes White Dragon in its ghost rare holographic form with its artwork right there. So yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for now, guys. Let me know down below what you think of this set. How cool would it be if Konami released something like this? Maybe this could be like a tournament pack type of thing. So instead of our, you know, OTS packs or something, make it like this, or format them more like this even, just with like really popular iconic reprints or something of the like. But that's basically it for now. This is JD Gaming. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will see you guys next time. That's the end of this video, but there's plenty more where it came from. I invite you to explore the playlists on screen to see what else I have to offer, and if you really liked what you saw today, consider subscribing to JD Gaming for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks guys, this is JD Gaming, hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.